This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Tuesday night, March the 21st. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Gonna keep tonight's show moving pretty quick. As you know, this is the one where I can't go late. This is the one where I have to be at my church at the top of the hour at midnight. So I'm going to cut this one off between 11:40 and 11:45 as for sure. And I'm going to I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to bring Kayla on here because Kayla was at the game and I wasn't, and I couldn't watch it because I was too busy sucking at bowling today and figuring out what was wrong with my game. So I'm going to bring Kayla on in a few minutes for about 10 or 15 minutes and just give her some get her impressions of the game. And I'm not going to bias her or anything. I just want to know her experiences at the game itself. But before we do that, I want to give some love and a shout out, my opening remarks, but definitely start with recognition of legendary Lucas Gates. Thank you very much for the donation, Lucas. $5.50. Why is everyone doing $5.50? Is that like a set amount now? I noticed that I'm getting a lot of $5.50 donations. Not that I'm complaining. I love it. So thank you, Lucas. And he says, whatever happens, happens. Charity won anyways. Like, sub, member, and more. Summer Clay on the way. I'm not, I hopefully Summer Clay is a cool Clay, but we'll see. But thank you, Lucas. Give some love to Lucas on in the chat for sure. Thanks very much. Always appreciate you. So let's get through this first part pretty quickly. Moderators, do what you need to do. Members, those legends, Hall of Fame members and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. Everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here, always here, every single night, always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So subscribe so you get active in the chat section and you get my videos every single day. Like the video. There's 30 of you in here, which is awesome. Only like 6 or 7 likes. So let's bump that up for sure. You can leave a donation like legendary Lucas Gates did. You can gift memberships like Carol has been doing like crazy for the past week, and others as well. Or you can definitely become a member on your own, upgrade your membership if you'd like to. But most importantly, get active in the chat section for sure. And then as well, if you're listening on a podcast platform, rate and review. So I'm going to give a few minutes of non-hockey game stuff. Then I'll ask Kayla. I'll bring Kayla in about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, it's preset to $1.10, $2.20, $5.50. Gotcha. Then 11, 22, and 55. Thank you very much, Justin. I appreciate you letting me know. Okay, a few things. 3 things I want to talk about that have nothing to do with the game. Number one, most important thing, it was the annual Canucks for Kids Fund telethon going towards health, wellness, education, grassroots hockey. I think they're trying to raise $750,000. Someone mentioned that if we get to $600,000, Sat Shaw of Sportsnet will shave his beard, which is pretty awesome. I would do that, but I can't grow a beard anyways. But what I did do is I pledged $150. Before the game started, I said $20 for every Pettersson, Kuzmenko, or Miller goal. Another $20 for every Hughes assist. Another $10 for any goal not from Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Miller, and then $50 for a shorthanded goal or a shutout by Demko. Well, it turned out to be $140 because Miller had 2 goals, so that's 40. A shorthanded goal was one of those, so that makes it 90. Hughes had 2 assists, so that's another 40, so that makes it 130. And then DiGiuseppe scored, so that's another 10, 140. I just bumped it up to 150 because you get 2 kind of cool prints for making it $150. So that's what I did. And I know there's 3 or 4 people on Twitter that were matching my pledge. I'm not going to check them. I'm not going to make them send them a receipt. Their word is good. And if they end up giving more or less, that's great. If any of you end up giving more or less, or maybe even choose not to give, that's fine too. But for everyone who did donate to Canucks for Kids Fund tonight, thank you for doing that. and obviously for a really, really good cause. So that was the first thing. The second thing was Jack Studnicka took the warm-up as defense, even though he was an extra forward, obviously. Apparently Noah Juleson, who was supposed to play, was got hurt in pregame warm-up even before they took the ice. And then Kyle Burrows wasn't even at the arena yet. So Studnicka takes warm-up. They call Kyle Burrows at 6:30. He gets to the arena by 6:40. He makes Craig McEwen, director of Canucks PR, park his car, and Burrows is playing in the game. So that was pretty crazy. Obviously, Philip Hronek not ready yet, but he did practice with the team, as I talked about in my vlog earlier today. So there was that as well. And then finally, one thing I want to show you before we bring Kayla in here is if you saw this on Twitter, you might have seen this. Sean, he had this pretty sweet bowling jersey today. So there it is. I'm showing it on there. And it says, check out Sean's Canucks inspired bowling jersey. Now I know what I want for my birthday. And there we go. It is pretty sick jersey, obviously blue with the green and white striping, very Canucks related. And then a similar, not perfect, but a similar font to the Canucks, so, and the green and white striping as well. So I'm going to get one of those as well. It might take a few months because these custom ones take a long time. But yes, that's what I think I'm going to get for myself as well. So a pretty sick bowling jersey. I think I got to try something to make sure that I don't suck so much when I bowl. Yeah, I do think it's pretty cool. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I did not watch this game, but Kayla did. So instead of doing my regular recap, I'm going to bring Kayla in for 10 or 15 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes, and then I'll throw it over to you for the last 15 to 20 minutes. So let's bring Kayla in. And then as we talk about this game, I can ask her a couple things. So Kayla, come on in. Hopefully she can hear me. Come on. Thank you. Just sit here. Don't worry that the mic will be kind of in your face.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, no. Gotta be careful. No, we'll make it work. We will make it work. Just kind of sit high.
Oh.
Yeah, and come.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, you try and get closer to the microphone if you can, and try and sit up a tiny bit more if you can. All right, Kayla's here. She wasn't expecting to be here. Hopefully, you guys can still hear us okay. And I'm going to kind of go through the game with Kayla. Normally, I would do this, but admittedly, I did not see the game at all. So I'll get Kayla's impressions of the game, and I will highlight some donations as well, such as this one from legendary Lucas Gates. So we will play the goal horn. Thank you, legend. Colors inspired by just letting you know. Okay, thank you for that, Lucas. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the donation as always. So let's get to Kayla. You went with who?
I went with my boyfriend today, so that was awesome.
Wait, you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you went. I'm just gonna check the mic, make sure that everyone heard that. No, so you went with your boyfriend.
Yes, I did.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I pressed something wrong here.
Oh, mic went wonky.
How do you know?
The chat.
Wait, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Just checking. How do you know? Okay, let's try that. Let's just see what happens here. So you went with your boyfriend?
Yes, I did. He hasn't been to a game in I don't know, since he was what, 7-ish. So he didn't really know much was going on.
He hasn't been in a game since he was 7?
I don't know how long. He understands the actual game, but he doesn't know what certain things that happen. He didn't understand the cams, or he didn't know who Crazy P was. Wait,
so of the two of you knew more about the Canucks than he did?
He knew more about the Canucks probably. Yeah. I knew more about what happens at the game.
Oh, that's embarrassing for him. Okay.
I know.
And then Andrew, yes, I did approve of Daughter Moo's what GBs mean?
I think it means I don't
Good
know.
Boy?
GB? I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Let us know.
Okay, before we get how was the crowd?
Good. They're really good. There was a few of the Golden Knights fans, but
yeah,
it was sprinkled here and there.
And you're wondering how Kayla got there. Remember, I had 2 pairs to sell because that goofball backed out on me. Well, I was able to sell 1 pair. Did you end up talking to that girl or not?
Yes, I did. She's really nice.
Okay,
Super
good.
nice.
So you end up meeting her, And then I could only sell one pair. Other people were trying to rip me off. So then we sent Kayla and her boyfriend.
Yeah. It was
And
my Christmas present to him.
It was?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's your Christmas present to him.
It's your gift to him, but you haven't given me anything yet. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Okay, I don't want to keep you too long. So let's go. And before we talk about the goals, you almost got hit by a puck?
Yeah. So there's actually a lot. I think there's 3 pucks that were lost into the crowd today.
Yeah.
But one went right over our heads, and luckily right behind us there was 4 seats that were empty.
Yeah.
And it landed straight in there. So the one dude just picked it up and gave it to one of the kids behind him.
Well, you got to. That's why you always got to pay attention. You can't be on your phone.
Yeah. Was not doing that.
Okay,
was
good. First goal was by Phil Kessel. So this happened on the other end of the arena because you see that. And I don't know, you remember Ethan Bear, defenseman, tried to make a backward pass, but Phil Kessel intercepted it and scored. Do you remember that goal? Be honest.
No, I couldn't see it.
Okay, great.
Well,
you're not doing a good job of selling our
I
seats.
I saw it go in and then like people screaming, but I didn't see what happened right before.
Okay, so what
I was talking.
What Phil Kessel did was he stole the puck and he outweighted Demko and put it into a small opening. And I'll talk about what Rick Tocchet said after the game. Then Riley Smith scores a second goal. And this one was a giveaway by Brock Besser behind the net. Smith, this goal would happen right from in front of the net. Do you remember that goal?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Then JT Miller scores on a penalty shot.
That one was sick.
Now that was also on the other side of the rink, but you sent me a video of it. So what do you think of that goal?
So right before it happened, everyone was screaming penalty shot, penalty shot. So everyone got out their phone, started filming, and then commentary as he goes up, he's swerving back and forth, and then he gets it in, and everyone goes insane because it's the first goal of the game. Plus, everyone got it on film too. So yeah, it was super hype in the entire arena.
And he outweighted Jonathan Quick, which was Miller's been on a big hot streak for sure. Then Vegas restores their 2-goal lead. This happened in front of you, so hopefully you saw it. But it was actually kind of a weird play where this Bluger guy, he scored from the other side of the net. I'm not sure you remember this. And it kind of went through Demko.
Yes, I remember that one.
So hopefully you saw that because that happened right in front of you. Okay.
Yes.
Then JT Miller scores again on a power play this time. And this is the one where Hughes set him up and then Miller just did he do that? What kind of shot was it? I'm trying to think of what kind of goal it was for Miller. You don't remember, do you?
No.
Okay. What kind of goal was this one?
It was on the other end, right?
It was on the other end. And it was, oh yeah, Brock Besser was screening. I remember this. Brock Besser was screening, and I think it was a Miller wrist shot. So that makes it 3-2. But then this Dorofeyev, I don't know who this is. This happened right in front of you. This was a deflection. I don't remember this. The Golden Knights shot it from the point, and then he just tipped it in and went over Demko.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's 4-2.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then on the final goal of the game, this happened in front of you on your side. It was a scramble in front of the net, and Di Giuseppe put it in with a backhand. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so when that happened, there's still 8 minutes left in the game. How did you feel? Did you feel that the Canucks were actually going to win?
Yeah, I actually made a bet with my boyfriend but I lost it because I said we would win. He said probably not.
Did you bet him like the cost of the tickets or what?
No, food.
What'd you eat tonight?
He bought me triple O's.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
By the way, Thaddeus is here.
Oh,
Thaddeus is infamous on the stream for the time that the only time that we got Wordle
Poor guy.
on the first try. And I like Thaddeus. He's a man of faith. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Thaddeus, you are notorious in this live stream, but in a good way. Nice to see you. Okay, so your impression, did you have fun overall?
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
What did you remember from not the game? So obviously the food, what else? Crazy P,
Food
what
was
else?
Good. Just cluing in my boyfriend to a lot of the stuff because he's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I had to explain how it works, but it was a lot of fun, especially spending it with like my first hockey game having a boyfriend and with my boyfriend. So that was a lot of fun.
Your first hockey game having a boyfriend.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it just sounded weird the way it came out.
Sorry, yeah.
The first time you brought a boyfriend to a hockey game.
Yes.
But he's your first boyfriend.
Yeah.
So this would be your first hockey game with a boyfriend.
Exactly. See, I'm smart.
Okay.
First time bringing a boyfriend to a game. But I had to tell him it's not normal.
Yeah, it's your first time bringing your boyfriend to a game because this is your first boyfriend.
Oh my, yes.
I just, maybe it's me. I just don't know why it doesn't sound right. Maybe
i
I'm not used to having a boyfriend.
Yeah, I think that's what.
But I'm fine with it. I like him.
Yeah.
Does he like us?
Oh, he loves.
Is he watching right now?
I don't know. I told him, but we'll see.
People are saying who's your boyfriend, but you do not have to divulge that.
No.
Let people learn that.
We'll see how long it lasts. Maybe I'll disclose it one day.
Wait, you'll see how long your relationship lasts, or you'll see how long it is before you divulge his name?
You can interpret it however you want.
Okay. And lastly, Crazy P, was he any good? Some people were saying he has to go. How was he?
I always love Crazy P, but my boyfriend was like, who is this guy? But I think he was nice. He stayed on one side of the arena a lot today. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's probably scared of your boyfriend.
No, he stayed on our side.
Oh, stayed on your side. Yes. He actually comes right to our section. Did he come into our stairwell today?
No, he went to the one beside.
Hey, give some love from Crazy P.
I love Crazy
P. He's doing his best. And Thaddeus says, Kayla has a boyfriend. Yeah, welcome to the conversation. We've only been talking about it for the last 5 or 7 minutes. Okay, thanks for the wonderful post-game analysis.
You're welcome. I don't remember much, but
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
So much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks to the guy that didn't pull through with the offer.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that money though. No, it's not about the money. Okay.
Your payment is my love.
My payment? No, your payment is your love.
Your payment.
Why is my payment?
Well, I would have
you have to pay me. So yeah. It's not my payment. It's your payment is your love.
Pay.
No, I receive your pay. Your pay.
Goodbye,
okay. Thanks for being here. Oh, one question. Who's funner, dad or mom?
Ooh, that's a tough competition.
What? Mom is not competition for me in the fun.
Dad's just like a dork that's easy to make fun of. Mom, when she wants to, is hilarious. So,
Mom is not funny.
Mom is hilarious.
And it said, and who's your favorite bro?
Mickey. Okay, bye everyone.
And then look, Erwin is a smart guy. Happy smiling daughter is worth it.
Exactly. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't hate on Crazy P. Or my boyfriend.
Maybe your boyfriend's Crazy P.
He's like 40.
Your boyfriend's 40?
No.
Oh, Crazy P is. No, Crazy P is older than 40. Really? Crazy H. There's a hint. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but that was sort of fun. No, that was a lot of fun. I appreciate Kayla coming on here. So truly, and I wanted to give her, I always love it when I can bring Sean, Jacob, Kayla, or Gail on here. Gail's only once a year on her birthday when I have to twist her arm. But I was happy, truly, I was happy that Kayla was able to go to the game. And I'll just say this, and then I want to turn it over to you because I can't, I only watch the goal. So actually, I'll save my question in a second. But from the stats standpoint, so what I'm going to ask you is, for someone who did not watch the game, is this stat line reflective of the game? It says the Canucks outshot the Vegas Golden Knights by 7. Did it feel like that? Face-offs, who cares? The Canucks won the special teams battle, 1 for 2 on the power play, 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, and get a shorthanded goal. They out-hit the Vegas Golden Knights 35-17. More blocks, basically even some bad giveaways. So I look at that stat line, you guys, and it says, wow, the Canucks, it looks like they dominated. Not just outplayed Vegas, but it looks like they dominated. And then I know that Rick Tocchet, after the game, talked about how he didn't have everyone. He had 3 or 4 guys that were not playing to the Canucks identity. And that identity, I think, is he's talking about structure. I think he's talking about discipline, and Ethan Bear, bad play. I know he replaced Beauvillier. He put Garland up with Petey for the third period. So I don't think he liked Beauvillier and Kuzmenko's game. So are those the 3 guys that he's talking about? He keeps saying 3 or 4 guys that didn't play to the Canucks identity. So is he talking about Beauvillier, Kuzmenko, and even Ethan Bear? Although I'm not sure if he can say that just from one turnover. So, but yeah, the Phil Kessel goal, turnover. The Riley Smith goal, turnover. Bluger goal, fluke. Dorofeev, nice tip. And, although Besser was the culprit on the second goal, Toggett praised the Miller line. He said the Miller line of Miller, Besser, and Di Giuseppe. And of course, Miller's 2 goals were on special teams, so it wasn't his line exactly, but they certainly combined for the third Canucks goal. He said that line dragged the team into the fight. So finally, again, I did not watch the game, so this is a perfect experiment in it. What does the stat line tell you versus what did the eye test? What did the actual game tell you? I see JT Miller with 2 goals and assists for 3 points. I see Beauvillier, though, at a -2. I see Kyle Burrows as a -3, but the guy didn't even get a warm-up. So were those goals his fault? I know him and Wolanin had a really tough game. They're both, that pairing was -3. The other pairings were even. I see 5 shots on goal for Sheldon Dries. I see 5 hits by Dakota Joshua and JT Miller. Well, look at JT Miller, 3 points, 3 shots, 5 hits. Amazing. I see 5 blocks by Tyler Myers. And then I look at ice time. I only see 9 minutes for Sheldon Dries and then 10 and 11 for his line mates, the 2 Russians. That's a 4th line. But then I see Kuzmenko. Isn't this supposed to be a first line? I see Kuzmenko with 11.5 minutes, but I see JT Miller with double that at 22 and Pettersson with almost double that. So obviously there's something up with the Kuzmenko tonight. And a couple of you guys have mentioned that. So there's that. And then on the blue line, Hughes plays almost 30 minutes. Ethan Bear plays 20 and the rest play under 20. So I see all these stats individually. I see the stat line up top. And to me, it looks like the Canucks played a pretty good game, but I want to know from you exactly what they did. So before I throw to you guys really quickly, the scores, we just worry about the teams that the Canucks are battling with. So Columbus gets 2 points. The Flyers get 2 points. When I say battle, I mean at the bottom. Ottawa loses. Montreal wins. The Coyotes lose. The Blues get a point. Detroit wins. And the Ducks lose. And then we lose. So then you throw it all in a blender, or you throw it all there. And then what we get for the standings is the Canucks are still 8th from the bottom in 25th. You have Columbus, San Jose, Chicago, and Anaheim, the sucky teams. Then you have this kind of middle batch in the 60s of Montreal, Philly, Arizona, Vancouver, and St. Louis, with Detroit kind of separating. So I do think the Canucks, as I've always said, will finish between 8th and 9th overall. And there's a lot. Yeah, Ricky mentioned there's a big basketball game. Of course, there's the World Baseball Classic. Go Japan. So a lot of things that were happening tonight. So thank you. I talked about the new Canucks bowling jersey I want to get. I talked about my the Canucks for Kids Fund telethon. We brought Kayla. I talked about Kyle Burrows not even getting a warm up. We brought Kayla in for 50 minutes. It's so nice to hear her perspective. And I'm not sure how nice it was for you guys to see how we interact. You guys have seen when I interact with Kayla, when I interact with Gail, when I interact with the boys, especially, we're not playing it up for this live stream. We're not trying to make it more entertaining because although we should, the name of the game is entertainment, but that's all legit. So for better, for worse, that is how we actually interact with each other. Yes, no, good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be. So let me do my mid-show sponsor read, and then hold on. Yesterday, there are too many comments, and I rushed to catch up. So try and hold on to your comments, or I'll just randomly pick where I'm going to jump in. But you tell me about this game. Give me your impressions of the game, because I did not see it. And I want to hear from you what you thought of tonight's game, and does the stat line properly reflect what happened in the game? Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Van City Experts Real Estate. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Sign up now for a free 21-day weight loss challenge. Use the link ptformweightloss.com/CanuckClay, and Coach Patrick will contact you. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link, tinyurl.com/VessiClay, and get a discount code to receive a free pair of socks off of your next Vessi purchase. As always, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, gift memberships. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Okay, friends, I will start to answer your questions starting now. And I can only do this for 20 minutes. I have to wrap up at 11:40, between 11, let's say 15 to 20 minutes, 11:40 to 11:45. Here we go. Demko clearly looked tired today. Nice that he's been playing well. At this point, do you think he shouldn't be overplayed? Yes, he should not be overplayed. There's no point. We don't want him to get injured. And yeah, that third goal was not great for sure. If you had to predict which game this weekend you think McDonough makes his debut against, Dallas or Chicago? Good question, fangirl. Talkett hinted Chicago. He actually mentioned the Chicago game, maybe the Chicago game, but it could be either. So I'm going to say the Chicago game. The Chicago game. How does Bo Horvat not even record a point in a game? His team scored 7 goals. He's having a tough goal. Yeah, I don't know who he's playing with or what's up with that. Again, points is not the only indicator, but it's a big one, especially when Miller is racking them up and when Beauvillier has been pretty good, although not so good tonight. First was not good for the Canucks. They only had 5 shots on goal. They were down 2 goals to nothing. Second and third got much better. Yeah, no, that sounds like it. Thank you, Carol. First 2 goals weren't Demko's fault. Defense gave away the puck. Other than that, those 2 turnovers, Canucks actually played decent. Thank you, third. That would meet the eye test for sure. Fanatics will make jerseys for the NHL. A terrible decision. They make cheap quality. Yes, I heard a lot of people going at this decision today for sure. Clay for GM. High school musical fangirl. Yes, thank you, Bronson. Clay, I know I shouldn't ask this in the stream, but I'm trying to help my mom with her addiction for the casino. What do I do? I've tried to talk to her and stop her, but it hasn't worked. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough because that's a temptation that I fought in the past before as well. Yeah, Peter, I'm gonna have to think about this one, and I probably have to talk to you outside of the stream. But you have to love her for sure. But I know there's a self-exclusion list that I don't know how you get someone on there, but I know those have worked for people I know is you actually add yourself to a list that you can't play at the casino, but I'm not sure how you do that or if you have to voluntarily do that. So good questions, but yeah, Peter, but I probably can't get into it fully tonight, but hopefully that works out. That's a tricky addiction for sure. Good night, Rosie. Thanks for being here. By the way, did you get to the game tonight? I know you're looking for a ticket. Beastly, hey Clay, love to see you streaming again tonight. Thanks for being you. I go every night, Sunday through Thursday, just not Friday and Saturday. I need some sort of break. Did you go in dad mode, letting Kayla go out on a date tonight? Did you in dad mode? I'm not sure what that means, but I think I'm a pretty good dad, a pretty trusting dad, a pretty understanding dad, a pretty cool dad, a really good looking dad, and I think a generous dad in some respects. You're giving me the thumbs up? Thank you. Kayla acknowledges all that. Cool, generous, nice, good looking, all those. No, the good looking one. Okay. Well, my mic wasn't working for a second. Clay, what would you do if you saw me with my WWE crush Asuka at an NHL game? I would give you a flying elbow drop so I could sit with Asuka. No, that would be pretty cool. Canucks fan saying he did not look tired. Hey, Shannon, I bought a Canucks jersey at the game, a signed Henrik jersey that's signed. What do you and chat think it's worth? I paid $600, I think. Well, it depends how much you like Henrik. We know that the custom jerseys, First Nations, Lunar New Year, they're going for $750. So $600, and you have it signed by the best player in Canucks history. That's okay. When did you meet Gail? You're an amazing couple. Thank you. Met her in high school. I was in grade 10 and she was in grade 9. Oh, Rosario, so you didn't make it. Okay. I was going to try and sell you my ticket. Kayla's a legend. She is. Jason, Clay, you seem extra hyper tonight. How many Pepsis bouncing around on cam? No, I came back from bowling, which I sucked. I had my worst game of the season. I know that this one, I have to try and get through everything in 40 minutes. I was happy that Kayla came on. So I'm in a really good mood today, actually. Maybe that's what it is. I'm simply in a good mood, but don't worry. I'm not on drugs. I think everything's fine, but I'll take it as a compliment, Jason. And you probably want me more like that than kind of boring and lulling you to sleep. And I do try. I don't try and be someone that I'm not, because I think you guys are smart enough to see through it. If I was trying to BS you or to be someone, to put on a show for you. But I certainly, even in my range, I have my more kind of melancholy, calm nights. And sometimes, and maybe the the OGs here will know it as loopy clay. Usually when I'm hyper or in a good mood or it's getting late or I'm really tired, then I start to get a little bit even goofier than usual. And I do like to try and acknowledge as many comments as I like it. Actually, I'm going to ask it at the very end. Well, actually, no, give me a second. I'm going to ask a poll right now. It's still going to be such a silly, what's your preference? So my question to you is, in a typical stream, is your preference that I answer everything very quickly, or is your preference that I answer select questions more detail? So just answer in the chat. That'll help me actually going forward. What's your favorite snack? Ooh, I love to eat pretzels. That's my favorite, not very healthy snack. I want to get an Adidas jersey before the deal's out. Which player's jersey? Oh, Fangirl, I can't tell you that. That's up to you. Unless you're asking in the chat, I can't tell you who to get. But I like to try and get, except for Horvat, which you had no clue, I try and get players that at least are going to be around for a little while. Score flatter the Canucks. I worked the game, but every time I looked up Vegas controlled possession, the Canucks looked sluggish and was fortunate to have the special team goals. Demko was normal tonight. I appreciate you answering my previous question. It's a tough situation, but always do. But anyways, okay, so a quick turn there. Do you think Miller can reach 80 points? Yes, I definitely think he can. Demko overplayed and tonight showed a step down from his elite play. That is fair. Were you always checking your phone? Not tonight. I'm not. Kayla does a good job of updating us when she needs to. And I was concentrating on my horrible, why I was such a bad bowler tonight. Yeah, Clay, the Canucks outplayed Vegas the last half of the game. I'm surprised we didn't tie it up. Lots of chances and possession time was a good Canucks effort. Thank you, Ben, for that. Family is unique and cool. I'll take that, Riley. I think it would boost your subs more if you did streams on Saturday. Yes, it would potentially, but then I need, as much as I'm on here, I do need some balance for sure, whether it's family time, social time, but I appreciate that, that feedback for sure. Ricky, I'll be at the game on Thursday. I'll be actually with the legendary Just Incredible. It's his legend game with me. We'll be sitting in 319 as we sold one pair in 115, and there's a giveaway. One of the giveaway winners from my 10,000 sub show is going, Mark's going on Thursday night. So we'll be up in 319, but we are going to come down and meet Mark. Justin, I guess this is news to you. Second intermission, we're going to come down to meet Mark. So if you want to see us, Ricky would love to see you on second intermission as well. I love your laugh. It's so amazing. Oh, now I'm getting all self-conscious. Why do you choose to stream on YouTube over some other platform like Twitch? I don't know enough about Twitch. YouTube was the only thing happening when I first started this channel way back in 2007. And interesting, the poll question is saying answer select questions in more detail. So it's 2/3 of you are saying you'd rather me not rush, rather answer certain ones and give more thoughtful, detailed answers than trying to get through every comment, which is admittedly what I thought people would prefer. So I'm really glad I asked the question tonight. What went wrong with bowling today? My spare shooting was bad. Did Alvin keep you up all night last night? That didn't sound good, but no, it wasn't Alvin's fault. For sure. Erwin, some great feedback between value and money. That's a great point. Riley, Clay, if you do another 24-hour live stream, hopefully I can be a part of it. Sure. I don't have any plans to do them right now, but thank you for your offer. Who's your player that upset you? No one's upset me. Curtis Lazar, I wanted him to do well. I was disappointed in Lazar. I wanted him to do better. I wanted Hoaglander to do better, or maybe get him more of a chance. I wanted Rathbone to get a chance. So these players don't upset me. I just wish, I think some of them have underperformed. Lexi Demko. Yeah. Is that a sister or a wife? My preference is for polls out to 100%. Yeah. So you and Jeff King now. Yeah, no, I'm not going to read the disrespectful comments, but I used to go questions only, and that would be more calm. But since the streams have gotten bigger, it's kind of counterintuitive. I've tried to get through more of the comments, and some people have said they love it because they feel validated or that they're noticed, but some people get upset when I don't read their comments, but I do questions only when I want to make sure that I get through everything. Yeah, I sell tickets. Email me, canuckclay@gmail.com, canuckclay@gmail.com, and I can send you my lists. 40 would be good. Lexi's Demko's wife, I think, life. Who's your favorite Misfit line on Vegas? I don't know who the Misfit line is. I don't like any Vegas players. Favorite meal from McDonald's? The fries and quarter pounder with cheese. Kayla is indeed 15 years old. Yes, she does act older and she thinks she's older. Has Mickey been on my stream before? Yes, he's not very talkative though. And it's hard to, well, every answer, it comes out the same. I ask him how's the day going? He goes, rough. And, what do you think of the Canucks game? Rough. So not a lot of variety there. Seems like you go to a lot of games with viewers. As the highest level of membership, how many games do we actually get to attend with you? The highest level, you actually only go to one game with me, and you sit wherever I have seats that night. Usually it's upstairs, but sometimes I go lower bowl. But at the highest level membership, I also gift you a pair of seats in the lower bowl. So technically, you're getting 2 Canucks games, one where you can bring whoever you want, and the other one where you're stuck with me. So that's the highest membership level. Who's my favorite kid? All three the same. As you gain more viewers and popularity, it'll be inevitable that you'll be unable to keep up with comments on every single chat. I prefer quality over quantity. Love that, Erwin. Thank you for that. Thoughts on the mom that is suing Fortnite because her son is dependency to the game? I doubt it stands in court, though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think that's a bit of a cop-out, an easy way out. Any negative interactions with Canucks players? That is a great question. No, I wouldn't say negative. Definitely not negative. Some are not as forthcoming, that's for sure, whether it's language or time of day or whatever it may be. But I will say Martin, Wolanin, and Dermott were the 3 that were most engaging to me at the last one. PD not so much, but it wasn't a rude thing. I think PD was just making sure he was very focused on getting to where he needs to be. So no, I've never had a negative interaction with a Canuck player. Will Pedersen get 100? Yes, he will. Popcorn chicken, I'll eat it, but not necessarily a fan. Mickey's doing great, lazy as always. Can I interview Canucks players on Zoom? That's tough because generally the team doesn't really allow it. Have you ever watched games at the private box before? Yes, I've been in different suites and different areas of the arena. Any weird interaction with viewers when you had to sit with someone and maybe had nothing in common? Well, really, I only go to games right now with legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, because that's part of their legend perks. And those interactions, I hope they'd say the same, have been just fine. I've sat close to Ricky, next to him. I've sat obviously with Jason Lim. I've sat with others. And no, it's always been good. Sometimes it's more talkative. Sometimes we talk about the Canucks. Sometimes we talk about life. Sometimes it's a combination. But I think the onus is a bit on me to keep the conversation going. I think not because I'm the celebrity of the 2 of us or anything like that, but because the perk is for the member. The perk supposedly is supposed to hang out with me. So the onus is on me, at least with Justin, Lucas, and Andrew, is to keep the conversation going. I would join for 200 next month. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good. Clay, are there any player in Seattle you'd like to meet? Yeah, maybe a couple of the young guys. Matty Beniers. Reported today that Hronek will make his Canucks debut on Thursday. I think, I don't know who's going to be with on Thursday, Ricky, but I do think for the last dozen games, they should do half with Hughes and half without Hughes. Shorty, I can try, but maybe in the off season. Thank you very much, Jason, for the donation. I got to find my music here, my horn. $7 donation from Jason. Appreciate you. Let's give some love to Jason in the chat. A lot of great questions, but tonight is he's going to pay $200 a month. That's like 2.5 legends then. Well, I will certainly talk to you, Canuck Clay super fan. Oh, I just noticed your name too. Thank you. I didn't want to look too show offy, but I appreciate that. We will chat for sure. And I know who I'm talking to. I appreciate it. And he's saying, hit the join button and become a member. Clay, you look like you're my age. I don't get it. Asian don't raisin. No, I appreciate it. I am getting a little bit older for sure. Looking a little older. Favorite Zoom interview. I don't want to pick one out. Well, I'll pick a few out. The one with Thomas Drance was fun. With Rob Fay was hilarious. Don Taylor was good. Rick Dollywell. So many really, really good ones. And De Deeper says, no specific question. Just want to say thank you for hosting these streams. Love listening in. That is a perfect way to end. And speaking of end, the poll ends with 61% of you saying answer select questions in more detail. Oh no, it only adds up to 99%, 60%, but a 2-to-1 ratio almost are saying, and I didn't even spell everything right. That's so bad. But yes, this is something I'll work on then. And I will go back based on your feedback to questions only, especially on the bigger streams. So thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. And yes, this is the night where I cannot be late. I do have to get going to the church for my prayer hour. So moderators, thank you for doing what you needed to do. I don't think there was anything too crazy tonight, which is a good thing. Legendary Lucas Gates, a legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for your support as always. Hall of Fame members, franchise members, thanks to all of you as well. Everyone else, I appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted, especially anyone who became new subscribers tonight. Thank you for doing so. Lucas with the 2 donations and Jason with a donation. Thank you for your generosity tonight as well. And thanks to all of you for helping me build such a great channel, great community. Thanks to Kayla for joining me unexpected. She just walked in the door and I said, hey, you're going to join me on the stream. So tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. Prior to that, I'll be recording with Ryan Hank at the PP1 podcast. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll probably come out on Thursday or Friday. But please come back and join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Would love to see you again tomorrow. Okay, friends, on your way out, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a donation, gift a membership. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And thank you to my sponsors, Vancity Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And I know a guy, I have a good friend who opened up a gym, and in his gym, the instructors go from door to door. These instructors go from door to door and they tell people about the benefits of joining their new gym. And they've named the gym Jehovah's Fitness. Sorry, that was so stupid. I thought that was pretty funny. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.